Hi, I'm DeDe, and for this 30-minute session, we'll perform moves which help create a balance of strength, stability, as well as flexibility through our lower body. We'll do all this from a seated position. You'll need some athletic shoes, a sturdy armless chair, some water that you're going to put off to the side. You'll need plenty of space, and you'll need to do the moves only as you see appropriate for you. So you'll take one of my modifications, or worst comes to worst, you'll skip something if you need to. Join me in a seated position now. Feet are even and straight, knees over ankles, legs are in line with hip joints, and we're sitting up tall and straight. Now let's start to move through our wrists, flexing and extending, like you're trying to touch your inner wrist as well as the top of your wrist. Make a fist, flare the fingers out, move your fingers and thumbs around. So lots of different directions and actions that our wrists and fingers and thumbs make. Can you do this without tensing up your shoulders? Sometimes it's not that easy. And make sure you're not holding your breath. And then we'll press the palms together and we'll go side to side. Top hand pressing down. Feel the stretch in your wrists, your hands, your fingers, your thumbs too. All right, let's come down. Now we're going to give ourselves a double thumbs up, and then we'll raise our point finger, and then we'll raise our little finger, and then the three fingers in between all of those. So like you're giving the okay sign. Let's do that one more time. Thumbs, point finger, little finger, and then the okay sign. All right, hopefully you're feeling more limber there. Now let's twist as we exhale, turn to the right. Inhale, turn center. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, turn center. So one arm goes forward while the other arm goes back. So you slide your hands along your legs. Try to keep your legs even and straight. Even though we're moving, your legs aren't moving, right now anyway. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Now we inhale center, and then we exhale, we take both hands around to the right side, look over the right shoulder, and then inhale, let your arms come out. Exhale. Let's do two more. All right, now we'll twist and curl. So curl one arm up and curl the other arm up. So one arm goes back, maybe even back past the chair back. Your chest is still turning. Now we'll face front. Let the arms come down, roll the right shoulder up and around, and the left shoulder too. Four more. Inhale, take your hands on your thighs. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hinge forward. So make sure your ankles are right underneath your knees. So when you lean forward, the weight shifts into your feet and your legs can hold you. Now let's try doing this without the support of both arms. If that feels right, try it. If it feels right and you want to try both arms not supporting, here's something you want to keep in mind, however. You want to keep your back long and straight. So if that means one or both hands are on your legs, make sure you provide that for yourself. Now we'll come up. Let's inhale. We still have that narrow stance. Exhale, one hand on the chair, reach over. Now switch. Feels so good to move, doesn't it? Even though we're sitting, we're still moving. Now come back to the center. Tap your right and left foot. Tap, tap, tap. Now let your arms hang down. On the foot that's lifting, you do the opposite arm forward. So right toes up and left arm forward and vice versa. Now if the arms throw you off at any point, just keep the legs moving. Easy arms, they're kind of loose and floppy. Now we go quick, quick, slow with it. Quick, quick, slow, toes and arms, quick, quick, slow. And you can get a little torso lean going in there as long as you feel stable and comfortable. We do have the legs still in the narrow stance, so that takes away some of our stability. But you know what that means? It means we have to exercise more balance. If you have a narrow base of support, your balancing part of your body, your strength and stabilizers, they have to work harder. And that's good. We want that. One more. Now, both sets of toes up, down, up, down. Slide your hands over your knees and then fingers up and down too. Breathing in and out, not holding the breath ever. Now heels up. We go up, down. Now let the weight of your hands rest on your legs. Now instead of just that, we're going to push down with the hands. Push down. Did you feel what happened there? Your core muscles kicked on, didn't they? Shoulders away from ears. Make sure you exhale on the exertion, in this case, right there. Now we'll keep going with this. We'll stop resisting for now. Let's do 90-degree elbows, and then as the heels go up, the arms go side. Now you might want your elbows to be a little forward of your side ribs. You feel what's happening in your shoulder joints? Don't go too high. Make sure everything's moving like a hinge from your shoulders. Now let's do it with bicep curl arms. Curl up and down. Four more. Now just let your arms hang down, and then we'll do a heel dig forward. You can hold the chair if you want. Right and in and left and in. Otherwise, if you don't need to hold the chair with both hands, try reaching one arm forward. Turn your chest. If it doesn't cause you to feel too out of balance, turn your head as well. If you've done sessions with me before, you know that I like to talk about what we're doing while we're doing it. So in this case, picking up our foot, turning our torso, and maybe turning our head along with moving our arm, creates a great demand for balance and stability. Can you feel it? Now, what about both arms? I'm still turning my head. You can do it too, or you can just look forward. We want to safely create a demand for more balance. Let's go back to our tiptoes now, right and left. Right, left, and we're resisting with our arms, leaning forward a little bit. Let me show you from the side. See how I'm leaning forward a little bit? I want you to do that too. Keeping your shoulders down, right? Now let's do quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. If your arms get tired, you can stop pushing down with your hands. Two more, and then this turns into a march. Here we go. Right, left. We're sitting up tall now. Arms are in motion. So now the whole body's in motion. You can even get that head, neck, and torso movement going. At any point, if you need to hold on, make sure you do. All right, we're going to do 2 side steps over to the right. Hold on. 1, 2, now come back. 1, 2, now go left. 1, 2, now come back. 1, 2, and 1, 2, go this way. 1, 2, we tap when we get there. That way we can start going back again. 1, 2, step, tap. 1, 2, 1, 2, step, tap. Make sure you don't have any arms on your chair that's stopping you from going around. Now we'll add on to it. So we'll go over this way. Step, tap. Now 4 resisted here in the middle. Tiptoes, tiptoes. Now 2 side steps to the left. 1, 2, step, tap. 4 resisted tiptoes. 4, 3, you're still breathing, right? Let's go right. 1, 2, step, tap. 4 resisted here. And left. Do it again. One more time to the left. Now, can we do 2 over to the right and then 2 resisted tiptoes? Let's try it. 1, 2, up, up to the left. 1, 2, up, up to the right. Just out and in, and then 2 here. Out and in. One more. All right, let's relax. Roll your shoulders back. Your feet are even and straight. Back to that narrow stance. Lean forward, take a little break. So hopefully you felt like we raised the heart rate toward the beginning and then we kept it up there for a bit. Take some deep breaths. Let your back muscles relax because you're supporting with your forearms. Your back is still straight, and if you can't get your elbows down with your back straight, just use your hands. All right, let's come to the center now. Take the feet wide, out by the corners of the seat of your chair, hands on your legs. Inhale and exhale, forward and down. Again. So we're gonna get things a little wider now. Now forward and twist. Keep your back straight, turn it along its axis, dropping one shoulder and then the other shoulder. All right, we come to the center. You can take your feet a little bit wider if you need to. We're turning this way and we're moving into our lunge. So this knee is under the hip, this knee is over the ankle. Now we rock the pelvis forward and back. I like to do this in almost every single session, just because our hip flexors get sewed on tight from sitting. And let's face it, we're sitting even right now in this session. So we have to keep these limber and supple. All right, now we stop and we wiggle or slide the back foot back a little bit further. All right, now we're going to do a big reach with the arm that's closest to me. Let's start with the hand on the knee and then we inhale and then we exhale. Touch your leg, do it again. Now I'm still holding on with my hand on the back of the chair. You might want to do that too. But if you don't feel like you need to, then big sweep up, hello. Big sweep down. Again. How's that back leg doing? Are you keeping it relatively straight or straight-ish? Let's do two more. Big inhale here, big exhale. All right, now we hold. Now that we've been here for a moment, see if you can drop your hip that's closest to me down a little bit more. Feel free to hold on with both hands and then push your back heel back. Now you're gonna hold here. Make sure you're doing the right amount of hip stretch and leg stretch for you. All right, and then release, let's turn. Take your time now because our hips are a little bit stretched, so take your time. Starting with this 90-degree knee thing, and then we'll rock the pelvis forward and back, forward. Two more. All right, and then pause here. Wiggle or slide your back foot further back. All right, we'll get this big sweep with this hand here. Inhale, one arm, and forward. Again. You want to do both? Try it. Keeping your elbows as bent as you need to. Two more. All right, and then we pause and we straighten, pushing the back heel back, dropping this front heel down a little bit more. Sorry, front hip, not front heel. Now, we're facing sideways still. Both legs come around. Make sure that you're squarely on the seat of the chair. You're not about to fall out. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Now we grab the back of the chair. Inhale, grab the back of the chair. Exhale, twist. Do it again. Inhale, exhale, twist. Turn your back to me. Two more. Now hold the twist. Stay with your back to me. Your knees are still straight out from your hip joints. Your feet are flat on the ground. You're still breathing. You're still sitting up as straight and tall as you can. And then let's release. Come around to the center, and then we'll go the other way. Make sure you're on the seat of the chair firmly. Keep your legs in place here. Now we'll grab the back of the chair. First we inhale, and then we exhale. And again. Now this time we twist and hold. Keep your back to me and breathe. And then release it. Coming around to the center, take your time. Separate your legs. We're back out to the corners of the seat of the chair. Inhale, hands on the legs, exhale, forward and down. Do it again. Now forward and hold. Hold here. Sitting up now, turn your toes in, heels in, feet are even and straight. Now let's go out. Heels first, heels, toes, heels, feet are even and straight, and then toes, heels, toes, even and straight, heels first. And in. So now the feet are not even and straight. Heels, toes, heels, toes, come on in. You don't have to go super wide. Heels, toes. Try to keep your knees lined up with your toes. That means we're getting some rotation at the ankle as well as some motion from our hip joints. All right, now let's come in. So again, we're right at the corners of the seat of the chair. Turn your toes out. Now alternate heels. Right, left. Now can you sit up straight and tall without holding on? It's okay if you can't. You can hold on. All right, take your arms out, shoulders down. Heel, heel. Now heel up and hold, and then we'll lean away. And then we switch. Heel up and hold, lean away. Do you need one hand down? Do it if you need it. Feel the core working, switch. So the further over you bend your torso, the harder this is going to be. But also, the greater the chance that you're going to move sideways suddenly, and you don't want that. Stay in your chair, in other words. One more. All right, both heels down. Roll your shoulders. Walk your feet in. Once again, we have that narrow stance. Let's do our child's pose now. Rest your forearms on your thighs. Stay here. All right, and then we're coming up. And we'll go forward, walking the feet forward. We're right at the front edge. Slide your hands up the back of the chair. Lean forward. Now, in order to expand our chest, we have to make our upper back more narrow. So pull your shoulder blades around behind you as far as you can. It's like you're trying to puff your chest out. So if you've been sitting maybe throughout the time right before this session and you had your arms forward, we're trying to do the antithesis of that. We're trying to bring our arms way back. Go up higher if you can. I don't have any more chair back, but you might. All right, then we're sitting up. We're still at the front. One leg straight, hands on your legs, hinge forward. Pull your toes back towards you and reach your heart forward towards your toes. All right, now we're switching this, but we're not switching sides. So bring your foot down, toes are down, and then move this leg out, kind of out toward the side. And then we'll push the leg open until we feel some inner thigh stretch. Do you feel it? Just push the leg open, shoulders down and relaxed. As you're trying to reach your toes down on your straight leg toward the ground, can you feel the stretch across the top of your foot and through the front of your ankle? I can sure feel it. I hope you can too. Now bring this leg back in, and then we switch. Both legs bent. First we flex, we lengthen, and then we tip forward. Stay here. So look for the stretch in the back of your straightened leg. Feel some contraction in the top of your foot. All right, and then we come up, point the toes down. You may have to move your foot a little closer to you to get the toes to touch down. Easy does it. Now slide this leg out and push the knee open. So make sure your leg is trying to go out to the side here. If this is forward, this is side. So try to lift your chest and turn it toward me even as you're pressing your knee away. All right, then we'll bring this foot back in and we'll bend both of our knees. Now scoot back to where we started with our ankles under our knees. Walk your ankles and knees together and then cross your right ankle either over your left ankle or over your left knee like this. Flex your foot if you're up here with me. Sit up tall, and then if you need to feel more stretch in your right hip, lean forward without rounding your back. Wow, that's a lot of stretch for the right hip. Can you feel that stretch? Let's limber through our ankle here so you can pick up your foot. If your foot is on the floor, pick it up and circle around through your ankle a couple times each way. Otherwise, just do it this way. Now we'll sit up and then we'll switch. Ankles and knees together, ankle over ankle, in which case you'll do your ankle circles like this later, or ankle over knee. Flexing your foot if you're up here. Reaching the crown of your head up and then coming forward. So remember, our bodies tend to adapt to what we ask them to do on a regular basis. So if we're sitting all the time, our bodies will adapt to that by getting shorter in the front, tighter in the front. And if we're doing everything in front of us and never opening up this way, then our bodies will adapt by getting tighter here and stretched out back here. So we want to do a variety of directions of movement and a variety of movements in general, so our bodies can adapt to a lot of different directions of motion. Let's circle the ankle around. Our bodies were not designed to stay stationary. Our bodies were designed to move around and then rest periodically. All right, then let's come up. Take your feet apart about shoulder width. Inhale. As you exhale, right hand on the seat of the chair and left arm over. So feel the stretch in the left side of your body. Push your ribs out to the left. Relax your shoulders. All right, let's come up and we'll switch. Push your rib cage out to the right. Relax this supporting shoulder on the left. All right, and then let's come back up. Bring your feet back in, roll your shoulders back and down. So, how do you feel now? Please remember, no matter where you are on your fitness journey, we're all on the same journey. We're on it together. It doesn't matter where you are on that path, as long as you're on that path. We can always increase our potential for greater strength, stability, as well as flexibility. So thank you for being here with me this time, and until next time, be well.